In a quiet town where the heartland grieves, Lucy Connolly cared for kids with love up her sleeves. A mother, a wife, with a heart full of pain, lost a boy to neglect, and it scarred her like rain. On a day dark with sorrow, Southport's children fell. Her anger spilled out in a moment of hell. A post on the X, raw with fury and fear, deleted in hours, but the Lord didn't care. Oh, the gavel falls hard on a mother's plea, while killers walk free under Starmer's decree. Judges turn a blind eye, oh, they so very hate thee. You know, a corrupt regime. When its political prisoner is a mother, they won't free. 31 months in a cell she's confined, for words in a flash from a heartbroken mind. No riots, no violence, just a post gone astray. Yet the judges lock tight and they throw her away. Meanwhile the guilty with blood on their hands, murders, abusers, roam free across the land. Starmer's justice, it bends for the ones who do worse, while Lucy's left broken in a system perverse. Oh, the gavel falls hard on a mother's plea, while killers walk free under Starmer's decree. Judges turn a blind eye, oh, they so very hate thee. You know, a corrupt regime. When its political prisoner is a mother, they won't free. Her daughter waits nightly for a letter assigned. Her husband grows weaker with no hope in the line. The law calls her danger for words she erased, but lets out the monsters with no shame, no disgrace. Two-tiered and twisted, this justice they claim points fingers at Lucy to fatten their own flame. A scapegoat for speaking in a land once so free. Her story's a warning for you and for me. Oh, the gavel falls hard on a mother's plea, while killers walk free under Starmer's decree. Judges turn a blind eye, oh, they so very hate thee. You know, a corrupt regime. When its political prisoner is a mother, they won't free. From Draco's cold wall, she cries out in vain. A mother, no menace, yet they tighten the chain. Her crime was her anger, her grief uncontained, while the system protects those who've sinned and who've maimed. Oh, rise up, good people, let her story be heard. A nation's injustice in every harsh word. For Lucy's not alone in this cage they've designed. Free speech is the cost of a state out of line. Oh, the gavel falls hard on a mother's plea, while killers walk free under Starmer's decree. Judges turn a blind eye, oh, they so very hate thee. You know, a corrupt regime. When its political prisoner is a mother, they won't free. So sing for Lucy Connolly and all those betrayed by a system that punishes words, not the blade. Her daughter still waits for the day she'll be near, in a land where the truth is drowned out by fear.
Hi everyone. Yeah, I was just thinking, we all hope nobody forgets about Lucy Connolly in the UK. You know, she's been imprisoned, a mother, just for a bad she was bad, but in any sane world, tax banning her or putting her, prohibiting her for a few days, even everyone else telling her what an idiot she was, that would be a punishment. But no, not in Starmer's UK. So very sad. Hey Tom, glad you can make it. Are you familiar with Lucy Connolly in the UK? It's such a sad situation. She's I say she's a political person because there's people who do far worse than they're letting out killers and rapists because they don't have enough prison space. Oh, yeah. I think she's been in prison about 4 months now. They gave her a 31 month sentence for an ex post. Yeah, for an ex post. Yeah, she talked about it was a pretty bad post about you know basically destroying people who are immigrants to the country. But this was after the attack of the if I'm not mistaken, the Rwandan kid who for a long time the UK government would only show pictures of him as a child. That went on the killing spree of and killed like six girls, and it was just horrible. But she gets to go to prison, 31 months they have her. Everyone, there's outcry here, but give a week and everyone forgets about her. So it's very sad. Hello, Belladonna. Hi, Arlene. I'm a huge fan of yours and Vampire Jack Thompson. I wish I could meet you guys in person someday. What is it like being a vampire? I watched The Queen of the Damned. Well, it's not as gay as the Hollywood movies make it. It's not yet as gay at all. But it is cool having your own castle and your thralls and your subordinate vampires. It's gonna be cool. But I don't know, there is the hunger part. The constant hunger and thirst. and there's also the eternal damnation part. That's a little rough. The eternal torment. But other than that, alright, I want to be a vampire though without my shade. I hope I don't make it on zero manage. Tom, the people there need to take care of it. I know, it's just outrageous. And like I said, the prisons are overcrowded in the UK. So one of the first things Starmer's regime, I call it a regime, did was to kick out rapists and murderers. Of course, they said they weren't going to do that, but they did. And as you can see, they've been imprisoning people like Tommy Robinson. But this is the worst by far. This poor lady, like I said, in a civilized world, we didn't have stupid hate laws, if you committed a crime, yeah, not to be a crime, but hate laws, give me a break, or hate speech. Oh, give me a break. That's political. And now the far leftists get to side with hate speech, and it's anything they don't like. So, but like I said, in a real, sane world, the outrage that everyone would have had against her for that post, that would have been enough. But I thought we were living in here, and that's what you get when you allow the political speech laws to happen. And again, I'm not from the UK, so it's just, an ignorant yank. But I remember when you were pushing for these, it was gonna go downhill, and it's the same thing here in the States. You try to push that. But at least we have our free speech rights here in the United States. And, for now, they're protected. If Kamala had won, every right we had in the Constitution would have been destroyed. Especially when they completely changed the Supreme Court, which probably would have happened. And let's see. Tom says, read Queen of the Damned, don't watch it. Okay. I mean, Pauline really wants to be a vampire real bad. Wow. Is it possible to be turned by a vampire in person? Yeah, but it's not wise for us vampires to go around making everyone into vampires. So we tend to be a little selective about that, because eventually some people are going to get wise when all these weak little vampires show up, and they're so hungry and they're so careless and they just want to feed. So all of those ancient vampires are like, no, no, we're just gonna eat you. That's it. I have my brides. I mean, we're not gay at all, but I have my brides, and that's good enough. I don't need other vampires, but I need my thralls. Now, Arlene, we can make you a thrall, you know? Then you get to serve me. I get to show you what power awaits you in the afterlife, and you won't want to die, and you will obey me. So maybe you want to be a thrall, because we can always expand and put people in positions in government. What would the world look like? If the government, if our government is run by evil vampires who only put their evil thralls and perverted thralls into power. Oh, and look exactly like the world looks like now. Oh no! The cat's out of the bag. Oh no! But yeah, we can, depending on what your skills are, we can make you a thrall. It's very demeaning. It is most demeaning. It's great for me though, but very demeaning. But Tom says that the vampires are real cute. Yeah, okay, yeah, if you say so. But I'm very hungry and they're very careless. Yes, Dora, you want to be my thrall, okay? I do have a way on YouTube to be my thrall, but but in person, okay? Well, maybe I can see your CV or your resume, what skills you have. Because it's important nowadays. I got plenty of workers around the castle right now. But yeah, I'm always looking out. Are you in politics or anything? Can you help grease the wheels a little bit for me? I got a few news story, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about Lucy Conway, and like I said, it's very sad what's happened to her. And it's one of those things, a couple of weeks people were talking about her a couple of weeks ago. Now it's all quiet. So it's very sad. And you're talking about whether you're out early, but no, it doesn't happen. And like I said, over an ex post, a stupid ex post, and then she deleted it. And like I said, the humiliation, she could have just gotten online. That should have been her real punishment. But crazy world we live in. Yes, I want it, Bogdanovich. Okay, Harley. I'll show you another way. And let's see. I got a way on YouTube. You could be one of my thralls. So here, I'll show it to you real quickly. I got for channel members. This probably is the one you're talking about already, but those boosters. If you ever want to take in membership with me on YouTube, you become a booster for $4.99 a month, and then I have my Bella's Best Thrones for $9.99 a month. And right now I have two wonderful members, Alan and Wayne. So all my videos that come out, except for the live, I haven't figured that out yet, but they get to view them first. At least an hour in advance. If I make it like my music video today, I had put it I scheduled that for over the night. So they got to see that last night if they wanted to. So I try to make some little videos for them and thank them so much. But for me it's an advantage because I'm constantly asking questions, constantly asking them what they think. So it's all about me, as you can tell. But we expect from the evil vampire. So well, thank you, Arlene. If you do become a member, we'll work it out. Depending on your membership, if you decide to become a thrall, you're gonna get the vampire insurance. So we'll work it out, and I'll send you a certificate for vampire insurance. If you become a booster, I'll have a little thing I'll send you thanking you as a booster too. And real fun. So So thank you if you decide that we are going, and I'm just glad to see you here in my here online. Why? Because I just love to be able to chat with people here online. Because otherwise you're just talking to yourself and feeling pretty goofy. What do you think about my my background today? This is where my mistress tends to sleep. She's down here in the crypts. So yeah, I think it's really cool. Let's see. I'll move over a little bit. Get moved over. Yeah. Oh, let me go. Let me change this a little bit. See that? Look, take out the death mode. Let's put on the puppet. Yeah, I so love this puppet mode. So this is this is where my mistress sleeps. I'm her haunted puppet. And right now, my mistress is hardening me. And you can tell. Right here, that's your soul. So it's really cool, isn't it? So yeah, I so love this model. I think it's very cute. So very cute. Let me change this back. No, there we go. Yeah. Let me see my pretty violet eyes. A lot of people said I should have the red eyes. That would make sense. As I'm inhabiting my puppet, that the eyes would go red. But right now, I just like the violet eyes. You're so adorable. So, anybody, is there anything, let's see. Is there anything anybody wants to chat about in particular? I have something that, Tom shared with me. Let's see if I can.
I mean, she is making a good point here. You gotta admit.
Liberals say if confiscating all guns saves just one life, it would be worth it. So if deporting all illegal aliens saves just one life, wouldn't that be worth it?
I mean, she is making a good point here.
Don't stop to reach for that one. But the only problem is logic. You can't make logic with that other side, not at all. Nope, not at all. You just can't be logical. So, so thank you so much, Tom, for showing me that one. I thought that was really, really funny. What else we have here? News. Can't find it. Here's somewhere. So, as you can tell, I'm not very good at this still, so I'm still figuring things out. So I got some news items. We had a lot of fun earlier. And now again, thanks to Tom again. Now we have the video. One of the protesters had the most unfortunate accidents, but then again, he was in that violent riot. So
I shot me in the nuts, and now I'm losing a ball.
Oh,
surgery is tomorrow.
I'm not good at that. There we go. Let's play that again.
I shot me in the nuts, and now I'm losing a ball. Surgery is tomorrow.
I didn't have the video. I tell not to. He is about losing one of his testicles. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna lose it again, but I lost it for about 20 minutes when Tom mentioned it this afternoon. I did a stream earlier, and there's so many possibilities. There's a song, the sharpshooter, the impossible shot. That imagination was really small. It tends to go. I can only imagine that. Then my idea was to have the happy ladies from now on, and all the feminine They'll protesters were hide behind a shield wall of all the women, and then all the women would just shout recruited. We took another one for you guys. We took another one for you boys. But blah blah, I don't like this. Ryan. Why the women may also have testicles. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh. So the Hufflepuff talking about the athletic supporters. 50 pounds lang. The show up with 60 pounds worth of athletic supporters. But I died for about 20 minutes thinking of all the possibilities. What a great song. It's gotta be a song in here somewhere. Ton those space balls too is funny. No balls too. One ball. There's so many possibilities, isn't there? I went to the LA riots and all I got was my testicle blown. When it's rotten, puffing or something. Oh no, I'm gonna go on again. Oh yeah, this one lousy sandwich in my testicles. Oh no. Oh, but Risty Colburn says, keep on doing what you're doing. Oh, thank you so much, Risty. Thanks for joining us. That's just wonderful. Okay, Tom has a call. Thank you, Tom, as always, for joining. You're so wonderful. Man, hi all, he says. Thank you, Tom. Let's see. We don't have too much tonight. Let's see what else I can find to talk about. Please chat. Anything you want to share or talk about, please speak up. Let me know. What else you got here? Oh yes. So this was, let's see, do I got this right? Let me see. Let me make that right. This particular guy was the little county handing out all the face masks right here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I guess this doesn't have sound, does it? Okay. Well, let's play that again. It might just be a picture. But this fellow here was arrested. He's the one in the LA riots that was handing out all the masks and everything. He's part of what's called the Brown Berets. They're literally like, I don't know, like Latino communists. Literally. So, they arrested him the other day. You know, I don't know what they're gonna find out actually, but for people like this, they usually tend to be stupid stooges, but guy doesn't really look like he's ever worked a day in his life, so, but, yeah. So the FBI arrested him. So, let's see. Anything else around here? Huh? Yeah. This wasn't mine, but, this was a meme that's being posted around on the internet. Let's see. Hi, Gavin. Your eyes look swollen. Mood is over. Yes, they are. You know what's good for swollen eyes? What's that, says Gavin. Ice, says Trump. That's a good one. That was the other day when the sociopath, Gavin Newsom was trying to pretend he was all sad. He's trying to pretend he could cry. Let's see. I got some. I don't know if this plays or not. Let's hear it. Yeah. I should have played that while he was crying. Poor Gavin. Oh, Trump's did so mean to me. A total sociopath. This guy, like I said before, he would peel the skin off your face if he could get away with it. He's something else. Ice is the cure for swollen eyes. Don't cry anymore, Gavin. Please don't cry. Oh, you gotta that there's still some masculine sheriffs out there. Let's see. This one up. This is Bradford County. Yeah, Bradford County Sheriff Wayne Ivy.
So I'm gonna break it down for you, all right? And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail.
Wait, what is that?
Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
Wow. We have all the real men gone. So they're all in Bradford County in Florida. In hi, Puppy Red. Hi, Gala, passing by and catching up on Ireland's troubles. So wait in. Oh, okay. Is there anything you can add, Puppy Red? Let me know. I only know a little bit. Is it still going? Is it still going on? And are we talking about more than just Northern Ireland? Are we talking about Ireland also? So let me know. But thank you, Poppy Red. You're just wonderful. And this is really late for her. So I so appreciate that you're willing to take the time. But that Sheriff in Florida, that used to be what I used to think about an American sheriff. No, take no crap. Don't put up with any of this leftist BS. So Florida has some special rules. I don't know the exact laws, but if somebody comes down on the freeway, they're not using this exact language, but they're treating it like you're being kidnapped. And of course, these people come down, you don't know the attention, so be fear for your life. And no matter what, I was here from and just run them over. But literally, it's gonna be on the protesters. You're not gonna be guilty of anything. Though there's still Democrat strongholds, and the district attorneys have so much power. So this happens in a leftist DA, even in Florida, they're still gonna go after you because you can indict anybody in the United States especially with a leftist grand jury. Just the old saying, you can indict a ham sandwich. Yeah, with the grand jury in the U.S. So let's see up here. Wow, well, with this statement, no one has the excuse to say they didn't know. Yes, yeah, but what do you think, Poppy Red? Is that it? Like people think of the U.S. Isn't that what they used to think of? Somebody like that? We've gone so far to the left in this country. It's amazing. That people like that seem to be shocking. When once that was the majority. At least not in the city, what Texas and stuff. This is what you thought about Sheriff was. Whereas even in California, because there was a time when California was mostly Republican for a long time. Then just all went to hell. So, and there's reasons for that too. Has a lot to do with the public service unions and everything else. And of course, the manipulation of the voter rolls. So, yeah, I just love that guy. So, other than that, not too much news here. I got one more thing. Let's see. That one. I'm still working around trying to figure out how to do this streaming. So, let's see. This is a state California senator. I showed some footage earlier. They say he was arrested, but in LA today, Kristi Noem, who is the head of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, was giving a speech in LA about the riots, and the state senator literally barged in, and the federal agents took him down. But they didn't know who he was. He just was playing some kind of game. But this is serious, you know. And all these people in the Trump administration, they all have threats against their life, and they're credible threats. Like I showed that little commie there. There's tens of thousands of those out there. And at some point, they're gonna start going even more violent. So here's this little state senator in California. He breaks in. So I showed that clip, but this is the federal agents taking him to the ground.
So I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. You guys have some questions. I'm going to read a brief statement. I will not be taking questions, but allow me to read my statement. I'm here in Los Angeles today, and I was here in the federal building, in the conference room, awaiting a scheduled briefing from federal officials as part of my responsibility as a senator to provide oversight and accountability. While I was waiting for the briefing with General Guillot, I learned that Secretary Noem was having a press conference a couple of doors down the hall.
More violent, please.
Since the beginning of the year, but especially over the course of recent weeks, several of my colleagues have been asking the Department of Homeland Security for more information and more answers on their increasingly extreme immigration enforcement actions. And we've gotten little to no information in response to our inquiries. And so I came to the press conference to hear what she had to say, to see if I could learn any new additional information. And at one point, I had a question. And let me emphasize, just as we've emphasized the right for people to peacefully protest and to stand up for their First Amendment rights, for our fundamental rights. I was there peacefully. At one point, I had a question. And so I began to ask a question. I was almost immediately forcibly removed from the room. I was forced to the ground.
Okay. Yeah, okay. When you barge in on that, and they don't know who the heck you are or anything, but of course he's lying. Now he's the victim, and it's almost as if he wants that. Yeah, he's just a state senator. And now he gets the grandstand. And watch. I wonder what office he's gonna try to run as later on. So. Everything's so fake and gay. You know it. So yeah, sad day for him. As you can see, I don't know whether he was actually charged or arraigned on anything, but he was arrested. But it might be one of those things where they just let him go afterwards, which is usually stupid because any time around they try to sue you and everything else. So not much fun at all. So, wow, I found a couple video of him being taken down to the ground. That was fun. So, but at least I got the guy who's shot in the nuts. That's the whole thing again. Like you said, I imagine as feminine like these guys are, I imagine it was really wanted a dying shot. Is there anything anyone else would like to talk about? I'll give you a moment. It could be anything. That's not in the news. So it could be anything. Popping Red, is there anything to talk about Ireland or Northern Ireland? Let me know what's going on. I'd love to hear it. From there's a bit of a delay, so maybe a few minutes. You don't have to go too long on the screen, obviously. Want to talk about? Over, fun. I couldn't get over. I couldn't get over the funk texture there. Talk about exactly what you want to hear happen to one of these people. So, yeah, normally I don't like the misfortune of other people, but I just don't care about these people because they literally hate everybody. Let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. Buddy, yay, or whatever it is. What was he? He was like the transportation secretary. Super incompetent. Amen. That was in the Biden administration. Totally incompetent. So he's coming out. But yeah, I don't know. Buddy Judge or something says his stomach is queasy after watching Senator Howard Padilla. That's the guy who got taken down, get arrested. Says President Trump has crossed the reddest line ever from one of the most incompetent human beings that the U.S. has ever produced. So just a horrible person. The guy grandstanded everything, as you know. So I'll look to see if there's anything else. What else going on? Let's see. The UK, I don't see much in the UK, so maybe I should have looked at it. Let's see. Yesterday, President Trump doubles down on supporting all 21 million illegals Biden letted. All of them have to go home. So we'll see. So he's trying to work something out for farm workers. Well, like maybe how that's good for tomorrow. Somebody confront a Democrat representative King Jaime Raskin. Pipi Jaime, he's Hispanic. Being up his Hispanic sons. Might be Jamie. Over support for widows. Of course, Raskin calls them fascists and QAnon. QAnon, really? How about you people? But QAnon stuff always seemed like an op to me. So, I don't know. Hey, are people still going on and on about that? I don't know. Back then, first Trump administration, no one was out there to help you. Or the president. Guys had a whole bunch of quizzlings. Even back in his first administration. And then he had to put up with that 4 years because of that. So what was going on back then? The QAnon stuff didn't make too much sense at all. So I don't know. Maybe the Dems still keeping her. Somebody who's got whacked the mouth with that word QAnon. So I hope most people got over that stuff. So, all right. Okay. Well, if there isn't much else, I'll go ahead and close up for you tonight. So, as always, thank you so much for joining in. It's wonderful to be able to do this and to practice. And like I said, feel free to like on X, to follow me on X, and then feel free to DM me, or let me know when I'll DM you, and technically once we open that up, because I do have subscribers on X, where they can DM me. So feel free to do that. And thank you so much for showing up and for watching this little bit. Night night, Bella. Beautiful vampire of the night. Oh, Poppy. And you're such a lovely lady. I so enjoy, especially so late at night, that you took the time. You're just wonderful. So thank you. Thank you very much. And thank anyone who watches this stream. I really appreciate it. It's kind of fun to be able to do this and have people in the chat and talk with you. So have a wonderful evening, everybody.